Namaskar. I'm Beta Lisboa, the founder of Dynamic Spiral and Yin Fascial Yoga School. Welcome to our last practice of the chakra journey. Today we're going to work on Anahata, Vishuda and Ajna chakra. All those tensions creates around the chest, the throat and the eye belt. I'll show you how to release with some tennis balls exercises and some yoga poses. Hope you enjoy it. So the first exercise, we're going to use 1 tennis balls on the center of the chest. To position this ball, just make sure that you bring your fingertips on the top of the sternal bone and push to feel where you have some sensation. Normally to be around the nipple line. We bring the ball on the center of the mat. You may need to use a blanket for not to squeeze the breast. So the blanket underneath the rib cage will help you to lift the chest and avoid the contact of the breast to the ground. So you can try now with this blanket. Bring the blanket underneath the rib cage and the ball on the center of the chest. If you don't need the blanket, you can take the blanket away and keep the ball and try now. As you push yourself, as you lie down on the ground, you feel the breast doesn't get squeezed, doesn't get compressed on the ground. You must feel comfortable here. So regards to sensation, if sensation is too strong on your chest, again just use the elbows and the forearms to the ground as you keep the chest lift, and then slowly you can drop the chest to the ground. So you can start slowly with not so much weight on the chest. And as you use your breath, inhaling and exhaling, you can feel if you can go a little bit deeper down, further down. The chest holds a lot of the tensions created by protection. So a lot of us has this tendency of protecting the heart center. The heart is the doorway to give and to receive love. And if we get hurt so many times, the tendency here is just to protect the heart, not to connect anymore, to keep the heart frozen. So the whole chest, around the rib cage and the back of the chest gets very tight and constricted. So the heart also holds the lungs and the energy. Here is the energy of the grief. So all the tears we didn't cry for our loss. Everything we lost and we didn't give a chance to cry it out. So a lot of grief, this green stick energy around the chest area we are holding. So in order to lift up, just push the elbows against the ground, and as you inhale, push the chest up. Take the ball off. If you have a blanket, take the blanket off. And just rest here for a moment, or come back all the way straight to child's pose. Rest the head on the ground and rest here in child's pose for a moment. So connecting to the heart. So the second exercise is to releasing the chest belt, the heart center belt, and it's on the back of the spine, in between the shoulder blades. We're gonna place the 2 balls, each ball in each side of the shoulder blade, on the tip of the shoulder blade. And as you lie down, Feel that the ball is placed each side of the shoulder blade. And then you're going to move your arms in order to feel the ball reaching underneath the shoulder blades. That's where we want to reach. A lot of the tension related to the heart center and also related to the throat, to the jaws. It's held around the shoulder blades. So our arms are an extension of the heart. So every time we move the arms or we have a frozen shoulder, it's a connection to the heart center. So you move the hands, the arms from side to side, up and down, trying to feel where you have more tension. So when you feel you can release that tension at the top of the ball, just rest here for a moment. Drop the arms all the way to the back, over your head. And close your eyes and exhale, release. Drop all the weight you are carrying in your heart to the ground. Release your heart center, release your shoulders. The sensation here may be quite intense if you have a lot of tension around your shoulders. I would recommend you to start slowly or even with a softer ball. The balls have different textures. So if you get a softer ball to start, the sensation will be not too strong. So we stay each exercise for about 3 minutes and completely relax here. Exhale, close your eyes and connect to your core, connect to your body. Just fully connected to this present moment. And to come back, bring the arms back to the mat, push the hands on the bolster and lift the chest up. And then close your eyes and wait for the next exercise. Noticing where energy is flowing through your body. The release of the energy after each exercise is very important. How energy is releasing to each direction. So the next one is to release the throat belt, the jaws, the tension created around our Vishuda chakra. The Vishuda chakra is about our clear communication. It's the right we have to hear, to be heard, and to talk, to speak our truth. So a lot of us has some twist around communication, around be able to listen and be able to speak. Yeah? So a lot of the tension of unexpressed words comes on the jaw. And if you now take your 2 fingers and bring around your jaws, you're going to feel that they are very tight. So the ball will be placed right underneath the jaw. We're going to start from the right side. Okay. Basically lie down on the right side of your body. Extend your right arm over your head. So the arm is just to support the head. The ball be placed on the front of the arm on the ground. Bring the jaw very near to the ear on the top of the ball. In the beginning, the sensation is very strong. Can be agony, can be a sharp pain. So you hold the weight of the head a little bit on the arm and release slowly as you feel you can get more weight on the ball. Yeah. So here, close your eyes, and each exhalation gain a little bit of more space. Vishuddha is also about space. The element of the throat chakra is the ether element, is space. So as more space we have to communicate, a space to listen, a space to speak our truth, energetically and physical space. It's the black egg. So it's all about space here. Give space to yourself as we close the eyes and connect to your inner space. Inhale and exhale. A lot of frustration, anger, since we are a child, it's held on Vishuda chakra, it's held on our jaws. So now lift the head, push yourself up, and switch sides. The same we're going to do to the other side, to the left side. So as you're lying down, extend the left arm on the ground and bring the left jaw on the top of the ball. So here, again, you notice that one side will be carrying more tension than the other side. It's like this. We have a very uneven side in the bodies. Yeah? There is this asymmetry on each side of the body. They're not equal. So we just rest here on the top of the ball, slowly. Each breath is some more space you gain. So inhale, connecting to your truth, to all the words you always want to speak. Everything you thought you could never speak. How does it feel to you now? How does it feel if you now have the right to say whatever? It's your truth, it's deep in your core. So deep breath here into your core, into your truth. And as you exhale, it melts like butter under the sun. The tension in your jaw should be melting now. And each release will give us a little bit more sense of space. It's the space what we're looking for here. Vishuddha means purification. That's the meaning of this chakra. So a lot of us has hard time to detox, to purify the body, because there is a lot of issues around the Vishuddha area. A lot of thyroid issues comes from the energy that is not flowing in the throat chakra, the Vishuddha chakra. So now you're going to push yourself up to sit again. Move your jaws from side to side. Massage a little bit. Relax your mouth. And feel how much release happened just in this few minutes of this exercise. The next one is to open up the Ajna. The blockage is caused around the eyes. The eyes is the windows of our soul. Everything comes through our eyes, touches our soul, touches deep inside. So right in between the eyebrows, there is our third eyes, and it's the vision, is our intuition, is the connection to the spirituality and to God. So we're just going to place the ball underneath Ajna, underneath in the center of the eyebrow. So rest the head here on the top of the ball. And you can gaze, you can bring your eyesight in between your eyebrows, so towards Ajna. As you take deep breath into your core, taking deep breath into your feet, into your Muladhara, into the roots. And as you exhale, connect to the light in between your eyebrow, the Ajna light. When we uncover, when we open this chakra, we uncover the veils of illusion. It's the capacity to see things the way they are, the capacity to be more clear into reality, to see life the way it is, not from my perspective. So a lot of the ignorance comes from a not good function, a malfunction of Ajna, of our third eye. That's why meditation practice and this exercise can help to open up this chakra. Sometimes it can be quite rough to bring the head on the top of the tennis ball. You can also cover it with tissue or with something soft. Yeah. So you stay here for a few breaths and you feel, some people sees a little bit of light, different colors when you start to open up and stimulate Ajna, connection with pituitary pineal gland into the spiritual realm. So to come up, lift the head, push the chest up and push yourself all the way up to child's pose. So this last one, we're gonna use the bolster in horizontal position, so crossing the mat. And this will open the heart center, the throat, and will open also Ajna. So it's a great exercise to finalize this last section of our practice. So you just place the bolster across the mat, and you're gonna bring your chest on the top of the bolster. So lying down, the bolster is placed in between the shoulder blades, so in the line of the shoulder blades, on the back of the heart center, on the back of the chest. And you lie down, bring the chest on the top of the bolster, and drop the arms back. So you can feel it's opening now the shoulders, it's opening the chest, the throat. And if you can, bring your gaze, bring your eyesight in between the eyebrows. So we work also with Ajna here. If the head is hanging too much, that you feel tension on the back of the neck, you can bring a support underneath your head, like a blanket or a sharp, something that gives support to the back of the head, so the neck, the head doesn't hang too much. But my bolster is not too high, so it doesn't create any tension on the back of my neck. So here, just soften the rib cage, soften open the chest, feel all the frontal fascial lines opening up. Soften the throat, drop the tongue back. Now soften your eyes. And breathe into that space, breathe into that expansion, opening the chest, the throat, creating some more space around this area, loosening up and releasing the shoulders. A lot of the frozen shoulder syndrome is related to the capacity or incapacity to open up the heart center, and just allowing yourself to be here in this vulnerable position where the heart is completely open and exposed gives us a chance to feel that we can receive that love that is always available in life. So you can keep breathing into the heart center, into the throat, and exhale, release, surrender. Let your heart melt here on the top of the bolster. Let your heart melt into your soul. So to come back, bring the arms back, push against the bolster and lift yourself up. So that is the last exercise of our practice. I hope you enjoyed, and this may help you to have less tension in your body, more release and more space in your heart. More release, more space, more grounding, more joy in your whole life. Thank you very much for being with me with these 3 practices. Thank you. Namaste.